Given a function, how do you find its inverse? Well, first things first is you want to swap x and y. Here, I don't have a y, so this is where we go ahead and rewrite this as y. So we're going to say, you know what, I'm just going to cross this off and say y equals. That's step one, is making sure you replace any f of x by y. The next step, once that's completed, is to switch the x's and the y. So I'm going to switch this y for an x and switch this x for the y, or these x's with the y. So we end up with x equals 1 plus 4y over 7 minus 5y. Now we got to do a bit of algebra. This is where things get really difficult. Kind of buckle down for this. I'm going to multiply 7 minus 5y from the denominator over to the left-hand side. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 7 minus 5y. That's going to cancel this 7 minus 5y over here, and it's going to wind up on the left-hand side, giving me 7x minus 5xy equals 1 plus 4y. Again, continuing with this process to solve for y, I'm going to collect all the terms that have y in them to one side and all the terms that don't have y to the other. So this negative 5xy, I'm going to add over to the right. And this 1 here does not have a y in it, so I'm going to subtract him over from the right to the left. So this is going to give me something like this. 7x minus 1. The 5xy's cancel, and his 1's cancel. And on the right-hand side, I'll end up with 4y plus 5xy. Alright, now that I've got an equation that has all the y's on one side and all the non-y's on the other, I'm then going to factor out the y that's part of this term on the right. So if I watch, bring this up here, watch carefully, I can factor a y out from this expression. I'm going to say y times 4 plus 5x. The left-hand side stays the same. 7x minus 1 isn't going to change at all. But now that I factored out the y, I can divide by this parenthetical expression here. I'm going to divide both sides by 4 plus 5x, giving me y equals 7x minus 1 over 4 plus 5x. And this is your inverse function. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and rewrite and change the y to f inverse of x if you'd like. But you can leave it y, you can call it f inverse of x. But this is your inverse.